Hello guys, welcome back to Topic. As you can see, I'm in the bunker. I'm just giving these a check and giving their morning feed. Right, a few jobs I need to get sorted today. Disaster struck again, which I'll talk about in a bit. My parasite treatment, I did the fluke, not the fluke, the treatment for Trichodina. I put my PP in. That went in quite late, so I spent quite a bit of time by the pond. I'll probably stick a little clip in about that now. Job's a good one. Okay guys, it's quite late now. I don't know if you can see how dark it is, you probably can't see. I had the PP treatment in there, the potassium permanganate in there for about 4 hours now. So thankfully it's been a warm night, so we've been spent most of the evening outside. Had a little drink, some nice cups of coffee and a couple of burgers. I've been playing with the boy, playing football with Bisley out here. It's been fairly warm, it's starting to get a little bit chilly now, but the fish are absolutely fine. I have got the net on while that was in. A couple of them did jump a little bit, had a little jump up, but the net was there, so perfectly fine. So hopefully that's sorted the Trichodina out. So I'm now going to stick the hydrogen peroxide in there, and that will neutralise it, and I'll keep my eye on them for a little bit longer just to make sure they're all okay. And then tomorrow now I'll do a filter clean, and that'll be the water change, and hopefully I can get onto the fluke treatment. So hopefully all be sorted. Okay, so that was PP treatment, so I've still got my fluke treatment to do. So I'm just going to get sorted in here, and then we'll go out to the main pond and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so it's next day. Woke up this morning, beautiful sunshine at the moment, been showers on and off all day. I woke up this morning and my my pump, a skimmer pump, has stopped working. So something else has gone wrong. It was definitely working last night when I put the treatment in, but for some reason this morning it's not working. All the others, everything else seems to be working, so I've got to check that out now. Hopefully it's an easy fix. I've got my switch box in there. I don't know if they're individually fused or it's just one main fuse, so I think I'm going to check that first. If it's not the fuse, then what I'm going to do is going to have to get the pump out, and hopefully it's just an easy fix, maybe something stuck in the impeller or something. If not, and the pump has gone, that's more money I didn't expect to spend, or wasn't expecting to spend. So that's putting this veg filter even further behind. Talking of the veg filter, I've been looking into liners. I was hoping to do it cheaply with a PVC liner, but looking into those, they're okay liners, nothing wrong with them, but for what I need and the silicone I need to attach it to, because I want to attach it to the I'm going to attach it to the side brick on the side wall, and I want to attach it to my rubber liner which is in the main pond, because that's where the overflow is going to be and stuff like that. So it needs to be able to stick to silicone, various silicones, and everything I've looked at and research I've done, spoken to various companies that make these liners, and a few of them make the silicones. Unfortunately they can't guarantee it's going to stick to the PVC liner, so it looks like I'm going to have to go down the rubber EPDM style liner, and for the size I need I'm looking at another 120 quid. So that's more than I was expecting. I was hoping the PVC line I could probably get to around 30-40 quid, something like that, but it's going to have to be 120. That was bad enough, and now the pump. The one that's on it is not a varied pump, it's just a standard 10,000 litre pump. So if that's gone, it's going to be around anywhere from £80 to £100, I'm estimating, for a new pump on that. But hopefully it's an easy fix. So let me have a look. I'll get the switcher box first. That's an easier way of looking at it, rather than get my hands in that skimmer and getting bloody freezing cold. So let's do this one first and we'll see where we are. Wasn't the fuse. They're not individually fused, it's just one main fuse, and everything else is working on there. So I'm going to check the impeller. The only other thing it can be, maybe the switcher's packed up on me, and if that's the case, I'll check the impeller, make sure that's all running free. If it is, what I'll do is I'll swap the wires over in the fuse box again. I don't know, mess around, it's quite awkward to get to that. A lot more awkward than getting the pump out. So yeah, I'm going to get the pump out, have a look at that. If I can't see any blockage in the impeller and the impeller's moving freely, I'll rewire. In fact, I may just take the wire out and stick it on a 3-pin plug and see if it works. So it's awkward trying to wire it into another one. So I think that's my options at the moment. And if that don't work, I have got a spare pump in the shed. Whether that's going to fit in there, I don't know. Whether that's going to fit where I need it. And I don't think it's a very powerful pump, but it'll give me, at least give me some pump working. I mean, at the moment, I'm going to put it, once the treatment's done, I've got to put my other treatments in today. But once that's done, I'm going to put the covers back on, so the skimmer is not that important at the moment. But I want to get it done because I do run it a little bit every so often, just so I've got no stagnant water in the pipe. Because of course I don't need the skimmer on. So yeah, that's my next job now, getting this skimmer, get my hands freezing cold, and we'll have a look. So let's get it out. Okay, pump is out, the impeller is free, it moves, no problems, but not working. Without taking it apart, which I don't want to do, I don't know if there's any damage. So I think the only option I've got now is I'm going to take the wire out of the fuse box, the switch box, and stick it on the 3-pin plug and try that. And if that don't work, I think that is knackered. So yeah, that's my next job, so let me do that. Okay, so pump's out. I found the spare pump I got in the shed. It's much bigger than that. I did manage to get it on there, fitted on there, but because it's so big I can't get the basket in. Like so, at the moment, I don't, when the food's in there, I turn it off anyway when I feed them, and the covers will all be going back on. And I managed to get the wire in. It's a bit bit shorter, so it's going to have to hang over there for now. And let's look in the shed. I've managed to get it into the switcher box, so I know the switcher box is working, and I've just about got enough to get it up there. I can't wrap it anymore. Like I say, if I want the basket back in that, which I do, especially for the summer, I am going to need another pump, unfortunately, which is going to be a bit of a pain. So I had a 10,000 litre pump. I'm not sure if I still need a 10,000 litre or if I can go for a slightly smaller pump. The one that's in it is 9,000, I know, but obviously it's got to go from here. It goes down and it goes along into the shed, through the upflow, back down, back in, and then around to these returns. So that's quite a bit of pressure, head pressure on that to go that distance. So I don't know if anything smaller would do it. An 8,000 maybe, I don't know. I don't want to buy one and find out it's not enough. It probably would be. The return wouldn't be as fast, obviously. But anyway, I will look into that. Right, one other issue I've got. Something else went wrong. This plug hasn't worked for a while. here. Now this is just wired in. I'll put the plug into, I've got an outside socket down here, and it's just a 3-pin plug in there which feeds that one. Now I know that socket's working down there, but that one isn't. I've changed the fuse in the plug, still doesn't work, so it's, I think the switcher's plate has gone. I've not been having any luck lately. I don't know what's going on. So what I'm going to do, because I don't get that much condensate or any condensation here really, and even in the winter, I think I'm going to put this in for now. So I'm going to run this back through into there, and I'll put this plug in here. Obviously wherever it goes in here is going to be fused. All I use this plug for is these type of things, my camera. So I've got my camera up here, and I've got that camera out there as well, and I haven't got any power to them because that's all I really use that for. Oh, and the other one, I've got a her who should not be named Echo Dot in here. So if I'm sitting there in the summer, I can play a bit of music if I need to. So I'm going to get this off, get the plug out. Again, I'll test it, might strip it down, have a look what's inside, if there's an issue inside, reuse it somewhere else, or put it back in here if I need to. So I'm going to get that extension lead through the other side of the shed. Okay guys, that's in now, connected and working. So my 2 cameras are working, and the Echo is working, as you can see. I am going to take this to work, test it inside, see if I can find out what's wrong with it. It may have been a break in the actual cable, I don't know, but if that does okay in here, I might as well leave it, or I may change it to one with switches in there, and then this one, if I can get it working, I'll find use of this somewhere else, maybe in the, I am short on a plug in the bunker, so I may put that in the bunker, add it to those in there. Skimmer's working for now. As I say, I'm going to look into another pump for that, but I have now got, because the netting's on still, and the PP treatment, I'm now going to put my fluke treatment in, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, no more issues. Henrietta's side is looking not the greatest still. And then she can actually, she's going to turn the opposite wrong way now, over this way, just down on the one side. I think she's getting fed. If she goes round, it's not too bad to be honest, looking a bit better. See if she'll come round. There we go, look, just down on that one, so you can just see it on that one side. Once the fluke treatment's been in for a few days, I'll have her out again, and then I think I'll sedate her and give it a bit of treatment on there. It is looking a bit nasty, but not nasty, but still a bit raised. I'm not happy about it, so I want to do that. So I'm now going to mix up my fluke treatment and get that in. Okay, so all done, all tidied up. Gutted about the pump. I was hoping that would be an easy fix, it really was. I'm going to take the pump apart. I can take it to work in my lunchtime. I'll see if I can get it apart and see if there's any issues I can repair. If not, I'm going to have to buy a pump. I've got to really done without having to buy a new pump. I have got that other one at the moment, but it is a bit big, I can't get my basket in. Fluke treatment I've just put in. As you can see, it does leave a residue on the top on there, but I'm going to leave that a little while. I have turned the skimmer off for now because I want it in the main pond. I'm going to leave it off for about an hour, and then I'll turn it back on, and it'll go through the system that way. And then I'll go retreat this as well. All my electrics are done in there, what I wanted to do. Got them plugs working again, so which I'm happy about. So, bloody nightmare. The weather stayed fine, only a couple of very light showers, so weren't too bad. So this is the day I wanted it, perfect time to do more work on that veg filter. I've had to do all the stuff like my pump and everything else, so. And tomorrow, I don't know if I'll have a chance to do tomorrow either, so hopefully I can do something, but never mind. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit that bell for your notifications. Pop on over to Facebook and Instagram. So until the next one, stay safe. Job's a good one.